Hello and good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunaina, and I'm doing the last update for the month of February 2019 with regards to the love situation for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. Now, before I begin today, guys, let me tell you that what came flying on my table was not something I was expecting to see for the Aquarius, but at the same time, it has happened, okay? Now, having said this, if it resonates with you, if this situation resonates with you, please take it and run with it. If it doesn't, please leave it, toss it out of the window. That's my heads up before I start the reading here. Now, with regards to your love angel, guys, for the Aquarius, what I see over here, again, as I said, it's going to be a little intense reading because I'm dealing with too many things out here. But as far as your love situation is concerned, for the month of February, guys, Aquarius, you definitely have a new love situation in your life, which is a new passion that has stirred your romantic feelings. So there is somebody new who has either entered your life or is entering your life, and you know about that. And in return for which you know in your higher self too, which is the theme of your entire reading, is that you have to choose wisely towards which situation you want to go towards to. Do you want to go towards your old love, or do you want to proceed towards your new love? That depends on you, Aquarius, and you have to make a wise decision, because whatever decision you're going to be making in the month of February is definitely going to be turning your wheel of fortune towards your love destiny. Okay, and that's your theme for the month for this reading here, guys. Okay, now having said this, let me tell you that for the qualities for the Aquarians is that they need their love life to be full of warmth, full of generosity, full of passion, and full of fun. Because for the Aquarians, they love relationships of the mind, and it is where they excel. If the mind, with the wavelength of the mind is in the same place, you have the Aquarius for your life. If not, and if the intellectual factor goes missing in a relationship, what happens to an Aquarian is that the person becomes very easily bored or remains unfulfilled. Okay, and that's what it is with the Aquarians in general, with regards to their love situation, guys. Now, having said this, let me tell you, I have asked for the energies of the higher self towards both the love here, keeping the Aquarian in the middle. Okay, because I wanted to know what is going on in their life at this point in time so that I can give you back the correct information. Okay, now having said this, at this point in time, in the month of February 2019, guys, the energy of the old love in the life of the Aquarians, this person is definitely in a shock with regards to what is going on. Okay, this person doesn't know whether this person has to believe this. Is it the true reality, or is it a hallucination, or is it their fantasy? They are not being able to decide upon their judgment on this new kind of development that is happening in their life, in their higher self. They are basically in a state of being frozen in a blank state, which is not giving them the direction to proceed towards their own world of happiness. They're not being able to understand what they should be doing in order for them to revive their love with the Aquarian at this point in time, that is going to bring back their joy and their celebration like the old days into their life. Okay, but at this point in time in their higher self, there is total chaos. Okay, there is total chaos. They do not have the what should I say, they do not have the potential to even think on this, to give it a good thought. They are not being able to do anything because at this point in time, like I said, they are in a blank state of their mind. So they do not know where they are standing at this point in time. whether they're still standing in their old place or whether that old place has moved away and that they have to move away in order to find their own world of happiness. So they themselves do not know where they are standing at this point in time in the month of February, because they are not being able to remove that fear to move forward at this point. Okay, they have no freedom right now. They are not gaining their freedom back as well, and this is the state where they absolutely are frozen in their higher self. They have no clue what they want to do with themselves or with this situation that would get back their sanity and their sanctity of love in their old place. Okay, but at the same time, that is the reason again in their higher self, they are not rushing towards any decision at this point in time. Okay, because they themselves, they have to be very clear what they want to do with this kind of a situation before they can move forward and take a decision on their action towards this love situation. But again, they are not rebelling, they are not respecting any decision at this point in time. They are not rushing in at this point in time. They are not carrying any ideas at this point in time. There is no mental stimulation. Their mind is not even clear and open. They are not being able to think properly at this point in time, which would have otherwise helped them to search for new ideas and do some intellectual exploration in their higher self towards resolving this area of conflict. Okay, but again, they are not doing anything at this point. They're completely frozen. Now, as far as the Aquarians themselves are concerned, guys, in the month of February, with regards to this kind of a situation that even I did not, like I said, I did not expect to see, but it has happened. Even this person, the Aquarian themselves, are frozen. Okay, they are not exchanging any of their resources that they have with them, their time, their skill, their energy, nothing. They're not doing anything. They're not asking for help from anybody. They're not giving it. They're not receiving it. Okay, they're not even showing their compassion towards this love situation at this point in time. Okay, so therefore, basically, they are not even using resources to benefit themselves or to benefit even others in the situation of their love at this point in time. Okay, but again, they're doing all this even though they know that this is not bringing back any harmony in their daily life. But at the same time, they are going with the flow. And that is the reason, because again, they definitely want to move towards this new love in their life. They are dreaming about it. Okay, they are planning about it in their higher self. They're kind of hallucinating, they're fantasizing on their ideas about this new love that is walking into their life at this point in time, because they want it. Okay, come, let's be honest about it, guys. They want it. Okay, but again, at the same time, because things are not in the right order for them, they are not being able to move right away, or they're wanting to move, but they're moving very slowly. Okay, they're moving very, very slowly. They're making careful plans about this love situation. They are taking cautious steps in their movement. Okay, they are again not rushing into this. They are protecting their love. They are protecting their wealth. They are being loyal at the same time, because they are also seeking protection, stability, and wealth in their own kingdom. Okay, but again, they are doing this by applying their mind to the everyday world to bring forth what they want in this love situation. Okay, so these guys are taking it very, very slow at this point in time. They're definitely being very cautious about this entire situation, because they do not want to raise the storm right away at this point in time. That's not what their situation will allow them to do, first and foremost. And second of all, they know that if they raise the storm It's going to be a total chaos once again in their world, in their love world. Okay, so that is the reason they are moving, but they are moving towards their new love in a very slow process, very slow way. As for the new person, as for the new love, this person does definitely want to put their motions of love forward. They want to speed up things, they want to be swift about it, you know. They want to face the situation head on, kind of a thing. They want to make their progress because, again, at this point in time, they know that situation is not in their control. So definitely they are halting that movement. They are not exerting that control on the situation at this point in time to carry forward any action. Okay. But again, they are also kind of frozen, okay, in their higher self. So all these three people in their higher self in the month of February are kind of in a state of being frozen. Nobody is really making any movement forward, although they are all doing their own individual work at the same point in time, because again the higher self energy is guiding these people, the three of them, towards their own destination. Okay, so definitely they are also kind of working on those areas at this point in time because they definitely cannot stop that from happening. Nobody can stop your higher self from doing what it has to do. Okay, but at the same time nobody is really moving in the actual way that one person can move towards this situation. So they are all taking their own sweet time in the month of February. Although the new person in the life of the Aquarian, this new person definitely wants to go forward for that humble beginning of their great plans. Okay, they are kind of slowly but firmly planting the seeds for the future towards the new beginning of their love life. Okay, they are they are bringing their resources at the disposal of the Aquarian. Okay, the material world resources, their body, their health. Okay, that's all the resources they're bringing forward towards the Aquarian at this point in time. Okay, even the raw materials that they have, which has remained unprocessed for them, for the new person, even that they are bringing forward towards the Aquarian with whom they are in love with. And this is the new love I'm talking about, guys. Okay, but at the same time, this person knows, the new person knows, that the situation for the Aquarians is not all that hunky dory. Okay, so they have to be very careful at this point in time, and that is the reason this person is not entering the conflict area between the old love and the Aquarian themselves. They're remaining, they're staying away. Okay, they're only taking what they can take. They're only taking advantage by using their own advantage of their victory that they want at any cost from this person, from the Aquarian. Okay, and that is the reason this person is exploiting the weakness that he or she knows the Aquarian has for them. Okay, and they're gloating over it, they're taking pride over that situation. Okay, but at the same time they're not dishonoring their new love, or they're not trying to dishonor what they are getting. Okay, but their only concern is how they can move forward into their own goal at this point in time by doing what they have to do in order to free themselves, in order to let the Aquarian free themselves from the old situation that they have been now kind of are being tried in or tied down in. Okay, so that is their higher self energy, guys, at this point in time. Because of this reason, the heart energy for all the three people is definitely the same, but again, I have chosen to take the heart energy for the Aquarian themselves. Okay, because of this confusion in here, I have decided to go for the Aquarian only. But again, it, because it's the crossing energy, it can resonate for all the three people at the same time. But again, that's me, okay? I have taken it for the Aquarian. This person, the Aquarian, sitting in the middle between two people in the month of February, is definitely deriving some kind of inspiration in their heart, which is coming to them from the divine spark within themselves, okay? Which is, of course, giving expression to their passion in life, to their drive, to their ambition, to their will towards the love situation. That's their goal, guys, okay? And this is happening from their heart with pure intention, okay? Which is again bringing forth a sexual desire, the thrust of life, the excitement of life, raising their passion and energy for the beginning of a new love project, which is, of course, stirring their desire towards their new love in their area. Okay, that's their heart energy. And which again is their wish, is their desire, is that is what they're hoping, that if they do things in the right way, or if this really does manifest, if that new love does manifest, it will also help them to heal and rejuvenate from the losses of the past. Okay, it will bring back their peace, their harmony. It will also give them an alternative therapy towards their spirituality, towards their fame and fortune, and can become a guiding light which could soothe their suffering that they have been feeling for a very long time in their heart. Okay, they are trying to find that new way of hope, and also telling themselves that nothing is impossible in life. If you will it, if you desire it, you will get it. Okay, and that will come to you in the form of great luck, which will be like a light in the darkness. Okay, and that's all the sayings from the heart that the Aquarians are telling themselves at this point in time, which in return will bring them back their comfort, their security, their happiness, their fulfillment, their joy, their abundance, everything that they have ever wanted from their love situation. Okay, that is definitely their energy which is talking to them in their heart at this moment for the Aquarians, because that is what they definitely want to go forward towards. Okay, they're moving, but they're moving very slowly towards their new love situation. They're not rushing, guys. Okay, but at the same time, their intentions from the heart is very clear as to why they want to do it, while at the same time they know that in order for them to fulfill that new love in their area, they have to choose wisely, because that's going to change their wheel of fortune. And that is the reason they will have to work a lot more harder than what they had been trying to do before. Okay. So they are going to be carrying more burdens, more responsibilities, which will definitely have to weigh them down a little bit. They will not be feeling too happy about it. But again, they know that people are relying upon them. They know that this old love and this new love, both these situations are depending on him or her. And that is the reason they're kind of feeling weighed down at the same time. Because again, with this kind of a challenge that is coming into their life, it's kind of pushing them past their limit, guys. But again, Aquarians, this message is for you. There is no pain without gain, guys. And you are voluntarily taking on this burden towards moving towards your new direction in life. That's what you're doing in the month of February. You're voluntarily accepting this new person in your life, because you know this new person is going to bring about the change in your destiny in love. Okay? And that's what you definitely are in the heart energy here. Now, as far as your soul energy is concerned, Aquarians, again, I've taken it this time only for the Aquarians because, again, as I said, because of all this confusion here, it is kind of a confusion for me. Sorry, guys, okay, but that's what it is. In your soul energy, you guys are definitely asking for strength, because that's what you want. You want the strength to carry these responsibilities in the right way, for the old person, for the new person, as well as for yourself. okay, which you have voluntarily accepted in your life at this point in time in the month of February 2019. And that is the reason you are definitely calling out for the strength from the universe. And that strength is coming to you more out of kindness towards the situation. A kindness that is working in both your areas, for the old and for the new as well. Okay? But that is where your strength is coming back, your confidence is coming back. You will be able to tame your inner demons. You can purge, you can heal yourself when you get your strength in the soul to do what you think is the right thing for you, to rise out of the dark, to rise like the phoenix out of the ashes towards the sun for your judgment. Okay, you are definitely sitting in some very dark place, Aquarians, for a long time. And now you are calling the strength card in here because you are rising out of the tomb of darkness to crawl into the sunlight where judgment is waiting to receive you guys. And that is happening to you at the bottom of your soul for your new approach, for your new love, for your wheel of fortune, for your choices coming to you from your soul, guys. Okay, that is what it is. Now, again, in the past energy with regards to the Aquarians, guys, I mean, of course, like I said, and this I have said this without any bad intentions, but you guys had been sitting in a place which was not the right place for you for a long time. Even though the old person was your love, it could have been your spouse, it could have been your girlfriend, it could have been your romantic partner, but that person had not completed their project in love for you, what you were looking for, okay? And that's why in the past, Aquarians, you guys had wanted to move with this person, with the old person now. I call the person old, but you definitely wanted to move towards this love situation. You were bringing back, you were stirring that thrill in the past towards your love area. You were seizing the opportunity of the day, you were taking risk, you were chasing adventure, you were sexually stimulating a lot of stuff for yourself. You were searching for that fame and fortune in your love zone in the past. You were kind of a jack of all trades, doing everything for one person in the past, okay? You were following a never ending adventure for yourself, you were following your passion, but at the same time, you were doing everything at the same time to bring back that love in your life, Aquarians, but you were not happy about it. You were doing that, but with a half intent purpose or with a half fulfilled desire. You were not completely there. You were like there and you were not there because somewhere you knew in the past that this kind of a love situation with your old flame is not really working out for you. That thrill, that excitement you were trying to ignite in the past in your love life, you were doing that, but again, not with full intention of doing that. Okay, it was kind of a deceiving thing that you were doing that to make the other person feel happy, but you were not being happy about it. It was kind of being forced upon you. You were not enjoying that. You were not enjoying all the situation that your love life was giving you in the past. And that is why you were kind of sneaking away from getting into that situation, into that love in reality, completely and totally. You were kind of sneaking away. You were avoiding getting into that love situation with your old person totally. You were not being completely honest about it, okay? And that's because, again, you were kind of leaning more towards your intuition in love. You were kind of feeling guilty, you were kind of feeling sad to let that person go from your life in the past because it was hurting your soul. You could not take that guilt upon yourself. If you let that person go, you knew that you would do something wrong, and you were not ready to accept that wrong intuition in your life. Okay, so but this is the past energy, guys, for the Aquarians, which clearly tells me that in the past you guys were definitely not completely feeling happy about all the situation in your love life, because whatever the sorry, whatever the other person had been doing in their love life for you or with you was not really making you happy about it. But at the same time, your guilt, your intuition, your heart, your soul, everything put together was not allowing you to move away from that situation in the past. Okay. Now, in the physical energy, in the 3D, guys, in the month of February, you are going to be a master of your strategy and tactics. You will be a strategist. Okay. You will be somebody like this person who will plan things ahead, because you know that you are in control of the situation now. Okay, where you're not applying logic so much, because you know that logic will be cold and harsh towards this situation. Okay, so you're kind of, well, to a certain extent, yes, maybe, but not completely. More so, you're being strategist. Okay, you're being strategic in yourself. You're being like the lawyer or the judge. Okay, where you're being able to strategize your case against this situation. Okay, you're putting your plans into action. You're solving the puzzle of this area that is there with your old flame or your old lover. Okay, you're cutting through confusion with a clear sight, what you want in life. Like I said, you want to be a judge or a lawyer. And that is the best thing about them, because they can cut through situations in order to win the case. Okay, how they defend the case, what is their closing statement in the defense, is what will gain them the victory at the end of the day, whatever the trials and tribulations might be. Okay, but that is exactly how you're behaving in the physical world, where again, you are moving towards your new love area by strategizing your action in the right way, because you know this new love is turning your wheel of fortune, but you have to be very wise about it, how you do it. And that is the reason at the same time you are patiently holding on to yourself, to your actions. You're doing all this, but again, in the physical sense, you're not moving right away in the physical world. Physical world actions can be totally different. Some actions are verbal, some actions are non-verbal, some actions are physical, some actions are non-physical. Okay, this is a non-physical action, and that is the reason physical action is absolutely at a standstill position, because right now you are not yet ready to move forward in this direction right away, to build that teamwork, to go for that commitment, to go for that marriage situation, not right away. For that, you need to have patience, Aquarians, okay? And that patience is going to come to you, because you are being given that patience from the universe, that's going to slowly come to you even more, which will definitely allow you to go forward into this romantic situation, into this new love situation, into the new marriage situation, into the new relationship commitment situation, whatever you want. But at this point in time, you are just working on your strategy, how you're going to go through this motion of life, this new motion of life, guys. Okay, that's what you're planning. That's what you're working upon in the physical energy, in the physical world, doing exactly what you have to do in the right way for me. Now, again, going forward towards the end of the month, beginning of next month, Aquarians, you guys definitely are putting your logical side, your spiritual side away from yourself. Okay? You are not doing any soul searching. You are not even bothering to do any soul searching because you know by now what you have got from the old person and what you're getting from the new person and what you definitely want. You're choosing it. But again, you're not choosing it in the way that one person has to choose it. Okay? So you're not using your wisdom so much. You're not doing your soul searching so much. You are kind of wanting to do things in the way that you think is right for you. Okay? You're basically not even asking for wisdom, for your inner light from the soul, not even your spiritual truth that can act or could have acted as your point of navigation. You're not even wanting to do that going forward. You have put this hermit in a place of cold because you are holding on to the resources you have now, to your new love resource. Okay, you are definitely holding on to that. And that is the reason you are not wasting your time. I would say wasting your time. That's what my word is, wasting your time in order to do any soul searching, whether you really want to go forward, whether not, back and forth kind of an energy to see the light within yourself. You're not even doing that because at this point in time going forward, you are definitely preserving your strength, your energy, your resources, your possession, your possessiveness towards this new love situation, guys. Okay? You're conserving your energy to begin the motion towards this new love that's coming into your destiny going forward in the months to come, guys. Now, having said that, in your environment, of course, you're not happy, Aquarians, because of all this turmoil situations, okay? You definitely are feeling cold, being left out in the cold. You're kind of lonely. You'll have probably stopped talking to one another at this point in time because of this problem in your higher self, okay? So you're basically not even feeling that great in your environment. You're very, very lonely at this point in time. But at the same time, you know that it's a waiting game for you. And with your knowledge and your skill, Aquarians, you are taking a stock of the situation in the way that you have to resolve this conflict from your environment as well. What you can do to move forward, how you will be able to move forward, what are the necessary steps that you need to take in order to move forward in this new area of love. And for that, you have to wait a bit. Okay, and therefore it's a waiting game for you. You know that. But at the same time, you're also evaluating and calculating your risks and your investment at the same time in your environment, but not making you feel very happy about this. It's not a comforting situation because, again, you're grieving about what you're going to lose. Okay, guys, you're grieving about that situation of what you're going to be losing soon because, you have not been meaning to hurt somebody, really honestly, because you guys are not that, okay? But again, situations is something that is not in your control all the time. So of course, for that reason, you're kind of feeling sad and your past, the hurt from your past situation where you had tried to bring everything back in the right way, that is coming back, which is, of course, you're trying to deny within yourself, but your disappointment is there about it. And again, because of this, you're also fearing that you might be missing out on the new opportunity that's coming to you if you dwell in the past with your sadness, and you're kind of emotionally from your environment, you're kind of closing yourself from this love issue as well. There is kind of an emotional stagnation from your environment. Although your heart and your soul energy definitely wants to move forward, but your emotions from your environment is kind of pushing you back towards this love, okay? But at the same time, there is a feeling of boredom because there is no intellectual connection between you and the old person, guys. Okay, so everything is happening to you at the same time, which is, of course, like I said, is leaving you feeling out in the cold at this point in time. But again, because of this, you're taking a stock of the situation of whether you should be dealing in the past or whether you should be moving forward towards this new love area of your life, Aquarius. You're doing all this. There's a lot of juggling that you are doing at this point in time, for sure. Now, your hope and your fear is that if you want to go forward towards this new love situation, you will definitely have to destroy everything in your life that you have with your old love. Okay, you will not be able to manage the two boats together. Okay, so you will have to leave your old boat in order to sail onto your new boat. And for that, you will definitely have to go through a tower moment in order to complete that process, even before you can give birth to this new love area of your life. You will have to finish the old Aquarians. This news is for you. You will have to finish off with the old before you can even give birth to the new person in your life, Aquarians. And that's your hope and fear because you do not know if you can handle that situation in order to give birth to this new love. Okay, whether you will have the strength, whether you will have the resources, whether you will have that stamina to get away from that kind of conflict situation that is otherwise going to take a toll on yourself as well. Okay, because you are a peace loving person. You do not want to engage yourself in a battle, in a conflict, in a competition. Who is the best? Whether it's me, the old says, whether it's me, the new says. You know, whom do you want to choose? The old asks for, and the new says, it's me. You know, so all this fight, okay, between the old and the new, you definitely do not want to face that situation. That's your hope and fear, that if you want to progress forward, you will have to finish that old situation totally before you can even give birth to your new love in your life, Aquarians. Again, it's all about your wheel of fortune and the choice that you are going to make, guys. Holy, I'm really exhausted by now because I did not, like I said, I did not expect to see this. This came to me as a sudden shock. And while I'm doing the reading, you know, and when I do my readings, I get completely carried away as though I'm a part of this reading. And that's why it takes a toll on me as well, okay? But anyways, this is what the situation is. And the outcome, guys, from my spirit, my angel, my guide tells me that you people will have to do a lot of choosing wisely at this point in time, because otherwise you will be rocking all the boat at the same time, and you don't want to do that, Aquarians, not yourself, okay? So you will definitely have to choose a lot of things in your love situation in the month of February. But again, you want to expand your vision because you're pushing your will into the universe. You definitely want to welcome back the new love. Okay, and that is again providing you with a logical expansion of your idea in your mind, you know, and the outcome is that you are exploring the desire to see more that this new love area can give you. The new door that is opening where you can conquer the new ground which can push beyond your limit to give you more of your strength back, of your control back, of your will back. Okay? And this will be a stimulation of will that will work towards your goal of discovery of yourself, of your love life, of the new person, of the new passion, of the new desire, of the new in everything for yourself, that will again allow you to leave behind your past grief. Okay, that will allow you to completely alienate yourself from situation in the past from where you have got hurt. Okay, you do not want to hold on to those situations, and this kind of a movement forward will only take you forward, Aquarius. It's not going to push you backward, provided you can do the right thing in the right way. Again, this kind of an expansion, change of your wheel of fortune in your love life will allow you to heal and purge your sorrow, will allow you to keep away your sufferings, your anguish, okay, your pain, your realization of pain from your life, your grief, that will allow you to heal forward, okay, allowing you to move forward without getting hurt anymore from the aching heart that you had been getting hurt for a long time. Okay, that is what it is as an outcome. But again, guys, if you do the right thing in the right way to turn your wheel of fortune towards the new area of your life in the right way before moving towards your new life and new love, that is opening another door in your love zone, guys. Okay, so this is what it is, Aquarius, for the month of February 2019. I'll see you once again when I do an update for the month of March 2019. Until then, Khuda Hafiz, goodbye, God bless, and take care. Bye for now.